All right, well, we're with a man who probably needs no introduction, Bruce Gordon, Gordon Cycles, Petaluma, California. Bruce, tell us a little bit about the bikes that you brought to the show today.
Okay, well, this is a new city bike I did, and I like making city bikes. I like making city bikes. You guys are from road bikes. You know, there's a lot of city bikes that are not really rideable for any distance, and people, big clunkers and things. And
yeah.
This is basically the same bike I made in the 70s as road bikes, just TIG welded and with fenders and racks and internal wiring and generator lights and upright bars. New bars here, like this here. You're gonna have there.
Wow.
Carbon fiber bars.
You're doing carbon.
Well, I'm causing them to be made. I'm causing them to be made. They're made here in California.
Beautiful.
And those are the first two samples. They have the little. You can do them with these little bar end things.
Now, what is this? Is this a certain name? This bar?
You know, it's page 187 in the data book.
Okay.
Which is where I got the idea from. I've made a few of them, and I just got the idea. Somebody said, wow, they'd be cool to sell, and they're a little expensive to weld and sand and everything, but a friend is making them out of carbon fiber right here in the San Diego area.
Oh, really? Okay.
And
cool.
This is all just a TIG welded frame. There's the welder right behind you.
Nice.
And it's just kind of my idea of a city bike. And you know, I just like making them. I like city bikes a lot because.
What do you like about them?
Well, you know, I'd like to make a bike that you can actually ride for, you know, and think about riding 10 miles one way to work without, you know, being dead. And,
it's important, I guess, to be alive when you're riding.
At least being, you know, not overdone.
Right.
And this is my new latest city bike.
Yeah, this thing is now. Let's see here. Is this titanium?
It's all titanium except for the fork. The fork is carbon fiber.
It's got hydraulic disc brakes.
Yeah, little formula.
Wow.
Italian, little tiny, way
Beautiful.
light, way cool brakes with a little tiny reservoir there. I had to. It's a good thing I didn't have any children because I'd have to give them my kid in order to get those. But last year I made a lug tie bike, and Peter from Cane Creek gave me this headset with the wood inlay.
Beautiful.
And
yeah.
I didn't use it in that bike, and he said he wanted it back. So I told him I would make a bike around the headset. So this bike started with a headset.
So you can't have it back now?
Yeah, I can't have it back now. He was okay. He's happy with it. And so since it needed a little more wood, so I needed wooden rims and to go with that. And since it had wooden rims, you had to have disc brakes. And
yeah, right.
I wanted a raked fork with a disc brake mount. So Mike Lopez made that. And
now, is this a customer's bike, or is this just for show?
You know, it was weird. I made the whole bike and got it back from the painter. Joe Bell next door painted it. And I put it together, and I looked at it, and I said, you know, Jesus, it's about my size.
Is this your bike?
Yeah.
You're the customer?
Yeah. It took about 2 months to make. And the lugs are all titanium. The lugs were made out of... pretty much, they started out as 1 3/8 bar stock, and I reamed it out, drilled it out, made it into tubing, and welded it. And there's a few things inside that you don't see, but they're bonded and with glued, and then the rest of it, these parts are welded. White Industries, new White Industries pedals.
Oh,
real
yeah,
cool
wow.
city bike pedals.
What kind of, are these your own clips?
Those are my toe clips, and
cool.
the pedals are really nice. They're wide, and you just step on them and step right into them. White Industries right over there, Doug White, and his parts are really nice. Brooks, I got this weird foo-foo saddle.
Yeah.
That,
is this your seat post?
No, that's a Moot seat post.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's about as nice a seat post as you're going to find in the world.
Sure thing.
Yeah. And some weird, uncomfortable leather Brooks saddle. No, it's comfortable. It's a little slippery. The guy was here, and I said, you know, it's kind of slippery. I said, is it okay if I sand it a little bit to make it? He kind of looked at me like I was from Mars.
The suede look.
Yeah, suede one.
How long does it take to hand craft a lug like
there's a whole bunch of that you don't see. Chris over there is the welder, and this was. It would probably take 2 to 3 weeks to make all the parts for the lugs.
To make the parts for the lugs?
Yeah, and then smooth them down after they're welded, and then they're glued and they're cleaned up. Gluing's a pretty neat process. This is the second one that I've ever done. First one I was a little scared of, gluing, but after that it's not all that difficult. They glue airplanes together. That's what I keep telling myself. It's like, we ride these weird forks with plastic steers, which is still bizarre to me.
Yeah.
But so all that stuff works, and so it's I rode it home once so far. That's my tradition. When I make a city bike or show bike, I ride it home one time and then I take it to the show. So I'm looking forward to going home and doing it. It's got Joe Bell Painting came up with some
look at that.
metal pressed valve caps.
Wow, hey man, it's all in the details.
Painted to match.
All in the details.
Yeah.
Well, this might be my favorite bike of the show. This thing is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, it's my favorite one.
And Bruce, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Bruce Gordon Cycles, Petaluma, California. Look at this beauty. This could be yours for how much? How much is something like this?
It's mine.
Not for sale.
Yeah. It's too much time and work. But some of the ideas and the fabrication things are applicable to mass produce, but it would take a lot of investment to do it.
Cool.
But I like making stuff that's sort of traditional looking, classic looking, but with modern materials. And I like sloping top tubes too. That just drives the lug people nuts.
Well, thanks, Bruce.
All right,
Appreciate
thank you. Enjoy.